I mean, I think it's too early to say that it's gonna be 2-0, but I think overall we're quite happy with our draft that we got, and yeah, may the better team win game 1.
Absolutely. Going to stomp them, going to obliterate them. They'll probably quit the tournament. Thank you so much for that interview as we go into the game to see how it's going.
Thank you so much, Slacks. We are into game 1 between OG and BetBoom. Props to RMN, Jonathan. Very good sportsmanship there. Just better team wins here today.
Yep.
Jonathan, we don't care about better teams. I ask you the hard question. Who came out with the better draft?
Oh, it's really hard to say this time around. Normally, when I see the Centaur, I think Workhorse later on. I think the cart comes in. The save is ridiculous. At the same time, this kind of game for Centaur in terms of maximizing Workhorse offensively, not really amazing. Like, Marcy on a Workhorse is like kind of sad. It's not like you have Dusa on top, just doing damage. So I think overall, in terms of playing the longer game that OG tends to enjoy, I would like OG's draft maybe slightly more. I just feel like you can rely on the scaling from Natsumi and Force in this kind of game, and they can kind of do a lot of work later on. It's just a matter of how do you engage in. We are taking a gander at all of the lanes, of course. Mid lane, Yopaj has been doing some pretty good work up against GPK on his signature Storm, up against that Pangolier of GPK, of course, and that is to be somewhat expected. I mean, there's some play that can come in for GPK. I will say the support rotation later on, if Save can kind of spare the time and work his way onto mid for, say, sometimes the Water Rune, probably the Power Rune, that is where it can kind of get exciting up against Yopaj. You've got a lot of hold that can come in. Even Kataomi, if he's free enough to walk out and let Kiritich just soak and farm by himself, there's going to be a lot of play. The lane so far for Save, pretty straightforward. It is a Centaur plus Hoodwink lane, double stun lane that can be threatening to Natsumi. The boars are going to be a consistent issue coming out here, of course, from Natsumi. Just constant poke, constant shove, free damage onto anyone that comes in. There's the threat of using the boar slow into Rocket Barrage, chase down from Skem. And they already cut the tree line for Save, right? Like, with the Wild Axis, there's not going to be a natural tree line you can rely on for the Bushwhack. So you're forced to plant the tree with the Acorn, and we've seen a lot of carry players just be on point with Quelling Blade usage to just remove Bushwhack from the game. So it's not going to be a massive concern for Natsumi whatsoever. They are managing the lane nicely with a pulse, though, but it's not enough to really dissuade Natsumi here.
Nah, you've got Skem on Pos 5 Gyrocopter, so it's kind of hard to even pressure him out. Pos 1 Gyro, I mean, yeah, it can be very frustrating, especially with that Rocket Barrage spam that can fly out later on, or even now even. We'll have to wait and see how they do go. Of course, how's the bot lane going? Of course, we've got a Kiritich Marcy, one of my personal most hated heroes, along with Kataomi, against Tims and Nico. Now, I don't really, like, do you think this is a hard lane for Nico? I feel like it shouldn't be.
It's a boring lane. Like, if you get a little bit aggressive here in the Marcy, it can be annoying. At the same time, you've got the heal from Kataomi, so do you really care? For the most part, you really don't. You can just kind of go for a maximum build-up on Bodyguard as a carry if you'd want to play greedier here, and if Kiritich expects a slower game, he could, but normally you always go maximum rebound first. We'll have to see. It's just such a passive lane that I don't necessarily see the full value in going all in on the rebound. Getting some aggression off onto Tims, but you know, Nico's always there with the Aphotic Shield as well. The one thing I'll say for OG is that, normally when you see Nico Abaddon, we've seen a lot of games in Wallachia already where his Abba just is off to a slow start. He's forced to jungle. You know, you've got the Shadow Demon to kind of help with those stacks. This time around, the lane isn't awful for him. Like, he can farm. He's not going to be under kill threat anytime soon. So I'd like to see what he can do with some decent timings into, say, maybe a Radiance build up this game. He could opt for the Midas once more, even from an ahead position. I think Abaddon is one of those heroes that really wants EXP. No early rotation on those 4-minute Water Runes, so Yopaj and GPK are even there.
In big trouble here, Nico. He'll try to go for a run. Looks like Kiritich should have his way with him unless he can get the deny, but he can't. But Nico actually runs the other way. Kataomi not able to finish the job. The Aphotic Shield just in the nick of time. But there you go. I was asking the question earlier. Apparently it can be quite challenging.
And it can be. I mean, he's got to be pretty smart about his Aphotic Shield usage overall, of course. You kind of need that up against all the debuffs coming in from that Warlock. And Tims, he's going to have to rotate in and out of the triangle. So there are moments for Nico when he's going to be left alone, going to be a little bit of a sitting duck. He's off to, again, a slow start, but not as bad as what we've seen from from previous times for Nico on his Abaddon. We've seen a lot of games where Nico's just completely sacked. And again, this is still a slower game, but
Natsumi.
not as bad. Oh,
Big problems up at top lane for Natsumi as Miero able to secure first blood. Karaomi with the unexpected rotation of the Warlock, but it certainly pays off as now even Skem not going to make it by the looks of it. They've cut him off, bushwhack him up. That'll be a double up at top lane. Very nice rotation from Karaomi.
now I like this read from the side of BetBoom. The side lanes are generally a little bit slower on the side of OG. You know, when you think about where all of that activity happens, it tends to be from mid. I'm a bit surprised their target prioritization is onto these side lanes because, all right, Force will take some time to farm up. Nico, you know, on Abaddon, not the quickest farmer. Natsumi can kind of flash farm, though, on the Beastmaster, so I'm not sure how much he cares that he drags a 3-man rotation instead of Yopaj getting sacked. Like, that's kind of the ideal world for OG. The Storm, and maybe lagging a little bit behind now with GPK starting to get a little bit of an edge, but he's still got access to runes. He gets lucky with a power rune as well. A little bit of an escape mechanism, or at least a way to dodge out a little bit more with that illusion rune. And it's been a quiet game for Yopaj, but that tends to be one of his happiest cases when there's no pressure mid. He's allowed to just farm evenly. He can try to utilize his level 6. Mind you, that threat is ready on GPK, but he does opt for the standard farming 3-3-0 build. No roll just yet. So probably just wanting that full diffusal first and get that farm accelerated, which means, again, you've got enough tempo on the sidelines from BetBoom to kind of sustain even without the Pango rotation. We'll see how much more they keep that pressure up, as they are still keeping a few eyes up on Natsumi. Again, getting these waves dragged back, trying to pressure onto the Beastmaster, who I'm curious to see what Natsumi's build will be, if it's going to be an Ags Rush or something like the Dominator to keep that farm game going and then kind of switch into the Ags later on. It kind of dictates how early Natsumi can kind of help out his other cores. And for BetBoom's part, I mean, they're happy enough, right? Like, this is a free lane for Kiritich. There's nothing slowing down our Marcy whatsoever. You're going to have the Dominator already up for Kiritich in short order, just a few hundred gold away. And once you're at that point, you know, we've seen some really good micro from those Dominators. The smoke breaks, just ways to be more annoying in these engagements. He's going to be set on that Marcy to be fairly well protected, unless you get some commitment from Yopaj, which I don't see coming out anytime soon. So you're in a nice quiet period here where BetBoom does have a bit more, although
Kiritich is going to be chased a little bit, but they can't really commit all the way. Nice little rotation again. Karaomi going to ensure the Shadow Word is there to keep him healthy. And so no real pressure being applied here on this Marcy. I mean, she is a little bit behind when it comes to CS and net worth, as you can see. Overall, though, not the worst situation at all for good old Kiritich. Speaking of good situations, John, this Centaur Pango lane going very well, apparently.
that they have. Again, it's been pretty free so far. I think that additional pressure on Natsumi just freed up a lot of room for the side of BetBoom, for good old Miero to get a grip on his game. Their triangle's really intact as well. Same thing kind of goes for OG. The large camp is stacked up at the least. So again, that flash farm potential is there. I will say, I didn't quite have the space to say it, but that was an interesting slip of the tongue there, Mikey. Well, down bot, I don't think there's any situation where a gank onto your carry is pleasurable, but you know,
No.
you have your own way of enjoying Dota 2, I suppose, Mikey.
Well, what? Why is this about me now?
I don't know. It's you said it, not me. You know, it's on your mind, not mine.
Oh,
You know,
well, I don't deny anything, John. OG,
never sell, Mike.
never. Yopaj. Oh, he's going to jump in. Kiritich, he's going to be targeted. Vortex back. They've got the Shadow Word. In fact, he's going to rebound in, trying to go for a fight. Instead, Nico is going to go down. It's not a good fight at all for OG, as they need to retreat. Kiritich confidently just turning around for the fight. And it seems like Skem also will have no way out. Yopaj, he's sticking around here. He'll try for Karaomi, but he's running quite low on mana here. The Storm, he's going to get bushwhacked up. Yopaj, he needs a zip TP out and he will commit it. But 4-0 already in the favor of BetBoom. What a fantastic start for the Radiant.
Oh yeah, wonderful time. Nico, not safe yet either. Does have at least a skill point for borrowed time, but already just a re-aggression coming out there from BetBoom down bot. Just consistent, knowing how strong this Marcy is at this point. And it just comes down to how much your side lanes want, right? Like we were talking about Yopaj having to make that call to rotate, but You're up against a Warlock with level 3 Shadow Word, now level 2 in that engagement, and a Marcy with just a value point and Bodyguard. It's just enough to sustain through. Even the stacks. A little bit surprised OG have not been able to build more, although.
Well, here we go again. Yopaj. Well, try for GPK just a little bit. Power Rune does end up spawning bottom anyway, so Save's going to pick up the Shield Rune for himself. A 3k advantage already for BetBoom, and it's going to get even bigger now. It's BetBoom, they've got plenty of stacks to take, and they'll do so right away, not allowing any kind of intervention from OG. BetBoom, again, doing fantastic work. Natsumi is top of the net worth board for now, but everyone after him, all the cause of BetBoom.
Yeah, and this is just very reminiscent of what we've seen sometimes from OG when they do run this ABBA offlane. Right, like Nico's behind, he's just going to sit and farm. He's going for the Dominator this time around. Look at BetBoom, just constantly aggressive. Another smoke out, trying to apply that pressure onto Natsumi. Maybe Skem cops it at least.
Yeah, we'll have to tank the gank here, Skem. Nothing he can do but ensure Natsumi gets out of there safely. And that he will do. But BetBoom, they'll still happily take whatever they get. And they can just start thinking about moving into that top tier 1. Siege creeps are up. Why not?
Yep. They've got the output. They've got the sustain. They have the additional dominated creep as well from Yarrow. You don't have any early answers for this on OG, and I would argue that for the most part, if Yopaj is not comfy and trying to burst someone down, you don't really have a game for a long time here on OG. Natsumi is rushing Ags, at least, on this carry Beastmaster, so there is an early timing with that, if you can find it relatively quickly, maybe by, say, the 15-minute mark.
Oh, Nico, dying another time as he spams the John X Fire voice line, which I suppose makes perfect sense because he is dying.
Hey, he was spamming a Yalla. He was spamming yours even when he was dying as well.
Well, he accidentally did, and then I had a chat with him, and he, now he knows. Now he knows.
Yeah, that explains the pictures we took a while ago, except that was Tim's, but he probably told his offlane. Still,
I'd never talk badly to Tim's, John.
No.
I can't do that to
good old
Tim's.
Tim. He's a businessman, you know. You have to be proper with him. This is going very properly for BetBoom as well. 6-0 start OG. Not finding anything. And again, it kind of ties back into what you're expecting from playing at this position with your draft. You really have no play. You maybe roar someone. You maybe find these isolated pickoffs if they present themselves at all. But in terms of wider team fight, I mean, you look at BetBoom's draft, they've got Stampede to disengage, re-engage on the chase down that Yopaj might want to bring out. Chaotic Offering to break up the engagement as well. Lots of area control with Pangolier, plus a Hoodwink with Bushwhack. And there's nothing really comparable on the side of OG. I mean, this potential single target pickoff is amazing. It's just not at the point where you can really hope to find anything major. Look at how fast this pushes.
Oh, yeah.
With Kiritich and that Dark Troll Summoner.
My favorite.
Already on the Blade Mail as well on Miero. I mean, this triangle area for BetBoom has just been uncontested. Constant stacking, even more farm to come in, and now the invasion.
Yeah, they're just not allowing anything. Tim's gonna go down while he's getting D-wards off on these camps. He has not been able to stack jack all. Nico also gonna get cut off by the looks of it. He's got a TP in 1. Looks like he's gonna have to commit to the TP away, but they haven't found him anyway. Save is running south though to have a gander. Nico, no, he's gonna be all right. BetBoom do not believe he's here any longer, but they're sticking around for the Shrine of Wisdom, of course. They don't really care for the kill right now. They just want to keep this lead going. And it is rather hard for OG because when you're in this position, you don't want to give up Shrines of Wisdom.
No.
They're going to smoke up. They'll go for the fight. They'll see GPK. Natsumi will be there. Yopaj, meanwhile, seeing Kiritich can't get the Vortex. The body blocks are there. Kiritich going to get jumped out with the Bushwhack. Going to stop them. Skem will run in. Yopaj dropping low in with the Stampede. Kiritich is out. Meanwhile, they'll drop a Golem by the Shrine. Karaomi will end up going down. GPK, he does get that Shrine of Wisdom anyway. So they lose the Warlock, but I actually don't think that's bad at all.
No. You find a free shrine, you still have your own shrine to take as well. You're applying all of this pressure onto OG. Look, for OG...
Nico, borrowed time has to be skilled up. GPK, though, is more than happy to keep going with the Rolling Thunder. Nico, he's got no mana for the Aphotic, and they're going to pick him off as well. The confidence from BetBoom to just stick around, knowing they might find a straggler.
I mean, what are they afraid of anyway? Even if you stick around here, like, yeah, the drums are up on Natsumi with the Ags, but Again, with all of your control tools here, with all of your damage, your sustain, there's really nothing to be worried about.
Oh, goodness gracious me. Save with this hoodwink. Setting up perfectly once again. GPK very happy with what he's seeing. I wonder, what do you do in this position? Like, all your farm is on Natsumi. He's got the Ags up now, but he's going to need at least the Blink to be able to blow anyone up. Chances are he's not going to break the gaps.
No.
And even then I worry, like, Natsumi, sure, you get the Blink up. Maybe you blow one person up. But then...
Yeah, that's it. That's the crux of the issue right now for the side of OG. And when it comes down to these wider team fights, it's just difficult to see them really killing people fast enough. There's a little bit of a damage issue. There's definitely a control issue overall past controlling one. And so long as BetBoom have these tools like, say, Stampede to bail you out, you see the issues rise up. It takes a massive commitment out from OG to find this.
They're going to miss out on save with this smoke. They've got an app damage on Yopash. He will see him eventually. He'll go after the hoodwink. Save does have GPK around. Kiritich is also there somewhere. So they've got to be somewhat cautious in Yopash. Understanding he can't continue that gank attempt. We'll let him go. But again, big props to BetBoom. They're giving zero opportunity. It's 9-1.
Yep.
They found one kill this whole time, and that was on Kataomi earlier.
Yeah, they're choking them out. BetBoom's just strangling the side of OG. Look at how far forward they're playing. They've got forward boards set up on that top jungle. The expanded jungle, not quite. They've already contested triangle before. They can just run right in again if they so wish, although they didn't, again, plant wards, but they've got the sentry set to just remove some of that protection. Sneaky ward right around the Shrine of Wisdom to help with ganks. And now, movement forward. At the least, Natsumi does manage to bail out.
They got the blink up now on Natsumi. I feel like you have to smoke and make a play with this. BKB, though, on Kiritich is going to make life very hard for this smoke. I don't think they sit back. You've got to make a play, surely, with this blink act.
Yeah, you do. Beautiful picture-in-picture for Cobalt Foreman as well. Whipping away.
Doing God's work. GPK. Oh, they're going to see Natsumi. Blink away. Sentry ward was there. GPK. He'll know the blink is up now, though, so no surprise reveal of that. They'll go after Skem. The easier target on the gyrocopter. Skem has no choice but to just watch himself die. It's BetBoom, unrelenting, 6k net worth advantage. No reason to back yet, but Natsumi seems to think there might be. He'll start with the axes. I don't see a defense, though. But apparently just the threat of the axes and the shadow poisons will be enough. There's no creep wave left. They'll let it go. But it does start to feel like, at least for OG, it's a game of biding your time. My problem does become, is Beastmaster better than, say, Marcy in the late game? I think the answer is just no.
Yeah.
Which leads me to believe, Jonathan, that if you are OG,
yes,
in about 10 minutes you're going to approach the stage where you're going to say, excuse me, Mr. Japoi, I'm going to need you to carry this game.
I think they've been at that point since maybe 6 minutes.
Probably.
Yeah, that's been the state of the game. You know, the side lanes got sacked. Yopaj literally didn't have any action mid, which is a very interesting approach, again, from BetBoom, considering a lot of other teams have been ganking mid to suppress Yopaj, which kind of plays into what he wants, getting that attention for the team. So the side lane weaknesses were completely exposed on the side of OG. They're forced to just farm up. And Yopaj doesn't have that snowball start because there was no action mid, and he couldn't really rotate at that point either to try to have some impact on that storm. 10-1, 6k lead, BetBoom. Just growing bigger and bigger. You've got the full Daedalus lining up for Kiritich next into that Crystallis first, of course, but once you get there, I mean, that damage is just overwhelming. Yeah, you've got a couple of saves on OG, but it just doesn't feel like it cuts it. Not compared to Stampede plus Chaotic Offering to bail you out. The Shadow Word healing has been magnificent from Kataomi. He hasn't even eaten his Black Grimoire. It's still there.
I mean, unbelievable performance here from Kataomi. You've never seen something like this before, John.
No. Look at that.
How long does he hold?
I think you just never pop it. It's send a message. Send a message. This is what's wrong with this. If you're winning, you know, yeah, it's just going to sit there. If you're losing, all right, you get one charge. Whoop-de-doo, you get Chaotic Offering, and that's all your facet does. Great.
My favorite facet.
Good stuff.
My favorite. Hype now up on Miero. They're going to go for a smoke up as 4. BetBoom wrapping around through the river into the Dire jungle. Tim's in position to break the smoke if they do come towards the mid lane. They will not, though. It seems as though BetBoom, they'll set up for perhaps the Tormentor.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
OG not interested in a fight right now, of course. And indeed, BetBoom, they'll take the Tormy. Meanwhile, OG, they'll take the mid-tier 1 tower. And OG certainly not interested in trying to force anything around the Tormentor right now. Just trying to avoid the side of BetBoom the best they possibly can. Nico, does he retreat? They're coming. Twin gate usage from BetBoom. Nico will retreat. Yopaj is also there in the Radiant jungle farming. He'll be okay. It seems as though OG predicting that perhaps BetBoom are going to be thinking about the Roshan attempt. They'll sit in their triangle for now. Just keep all the waves pushed out. That's exactly what they'll do. BetBoom for now not trying for Roshan. They've got lanes to sort out at the moment.
Yeah.
But it is literally just a game of cat and mouse right now in this game 1.
I mean, look, you're slowly approaching some power spikes on OG. Natsumi still maintaining farm parity with Kiritich.
Oh, they're going.
I mean, there's just no contest right now. OG just can't fight into the pit. So you just take every objective you can on BetBoom, and OG just has to sit back and allow it to happen. You do have the Orchid up on Nico as well, going into the Blink. So there's a little bit more control that could catch you off guard. Maybe not someone like Kiritich who does have the BKB, but certainly a way to stop GPK. Maybe stop the heals from coming out in Kataomi. Maybe stop the Stampede from Miero. Again, get a little bit of that damage flowing here somehow on OG. They'll need more than just that Orchid. And it's just more time at this point that they have to sit back and relax for. Yopaj very close to BKB. So the Storm could sustain through a little bit more in those frontline engagements. It's just that I just don't know how you back up Yopaj well enough. Again, Natsumi with Blink is a start, and he's very close to his BKB now, actually, all things considered here on our Beastmaster. So that's going to be the key timing. The BKB up on Natsumi, the Blink on Nico, and Yopaj's BKB, which is almost done as well. If OG can't take a fight off of this debuff immunity, then I don't see a way to fix it. You know, you've got to win with these BKB spikes when they are up. And if you don't, well, I guess it's something to look at the drawing board again.
It's so terrifying, though. Like, you look at Kiritich, he's going to have a Daedalus up soon.
Yeah.
Blink into the Basher. That's when Marcy gets really ridiculous, when you just get perma-stun the whole time. But Daedalus, of course, not going to be very fun to have to play against for OG. Now, Kiritich having the freest game of his life right now on the Marcy, 3-0-1. Absolutely zero pressure has been applied to this man. And again, if you are OG, you're just trying to avoid a fight. I don't really understand what kind of power spike they're looking for, in fairness, but there's got to be one.
I mean, there's that BKB for Natsumi, BKB for Yopaj is up. So the tools are there. Maybe, again, they want Nico to get his Blink up first, to have this Abaddon just run forward, cop all of the attention, just pop borrowed time manually if you get broken, and hope for the best from there. Hope that the distraction is large enough. Scam providing a bit of a distraction here.
It is what it is, Scam. Gonna get caught. GPK, though, gonna jump in, but a quick roll-up is out from GPK. Is it enough, though? It is not. Natsumi finally able to use that Blink Act. Gets the hell out of there. So will Tims. And Scam actually walks out as well. So the free gyrocopter kill, not so free after all.
That's a pretty big swing. Maybe
Kiritich. This could be big if Kiritich could find Yopaj. He won't, though. He'll show mid lane. That'll be all she wrote. Kiritich will be fine.
Yeah, but major swing for OG. Not enough of force to drag this game back, but you're seeing that potential. Again, if you can find isolated heroes out from BetBoom, pick and choose your targets, you do have the output. It's just BetBoom have to split apart, and they have to be careful about that. Look at how they're playing around Kiritich. He's never running alone. He's got both supports right by him, ensuring that no one's going to get that jump onto Marcy. You have to be cautious about those other cores, though. It's harder to see that happening to Miero with a pipe up. So it does feel like everything lined up. GPK is your ideal target at this point for OG. And for OG, I think you just need that, what, maybe 2 or 3 more times, and that actually evens out the game if you find those kinds of pickoffs. So BetBoom have to kind of maintain this position of power and not give anything away, right? Like, it's at this point, it's BetBoom's game to lose almost.
It certainly feels that way right now. BetBoom, they are grouped up mid lane. 1 minute 20 on the Aegis left, so they can at least try for this tier 2 mid tower. OG does not seem like they will try to defend it. It's probably not worth their time, in fairness. Let the tier 2 tower go. Keep the farm game going while you're at it. Question is, do BetBoom want to risk for the high ground? And I think the answer is just going to be an outright no. Not worth it. It's kind of like you said, John. It's their game to lose. You don't need to take these risks.
Now, I mean, you maintain that 5k lead still at 25 minutes in. It's not as massive as you'd expect it to be, for sure. Like, it is still somewhat manageable overall. And, you know, your Aegis is set to expire. You might as well just wait for your next Roche.
Okay. They might go after him again. Natsumi's just north of him. If he shows himself, it could be very bad for GPK. But he's got help around him. Miro's coming. So is Kataomi. This could be bait now. GPK baiting them. Roar is there. GPK, though!
Ooh.
He melts too quick. The bait was lane, but they forgot the trap.
Yup. I mean, look, I thought it would be a rough move because there's a tier 1 right there. Again, the burst window, once you get the Roar off, is just massive still onto the Pangolier, especially since you weren't quite there in time for Miero to even use the pipe.
Heritage. They're moving over. Skem's going to get vision here.
Scanning.
Page around. They're not going to be close enough, though. Kiritich does sense he might have been in a bit of danger. Gets out of there.
And that's 1 out of, what, 4 kills? Right? That I was saying to even out the game. Every single time you get picked off like that 1 by 1, it just balances it back. OG start to get more opportunities to get more of these items up. Damage starts to go up. Shiva's coming out next for Natsumi. You know, more utility out in force, going for the full Blood Torrent. Has that Blink Dagger up. Could look for even more utility as well down the line. Maybe some more control. We've seen him go for Sight of Vice before. Irradiance wouldn't be too bad into the Marcy either. It's just a little bit slow. So there is a light here for OG. And for BetBoom, again, they have the lead. It's not massive at this point. 4K at 27 is still significant. It's just not as significant as it would have been 10 minutes ago. Very much playable for OG now. And the one thing that's missing for BetBoom is they haven't been clumping up.
There you go. Natsumi jumps in. Can he get the kill in time? He can.
Yeah,
nice and easy.
Like this. Like, they're splitting the map. They're not committing together.
That was a mega kill streak, too.
Yeah.
He gave away. That's not... Yeah, that can be a little bit dangerous when your supports get those streaks.
It is, and now it's what? 2 out of 4 acquired kills. They're halfway in. Again, lead is growing lower and lower.
Nico, they're on a GPK. Nico feeling confident now will move in, and GPK needs some help. Miero, he's not going to make it in time. They'll try to punish, though, Kiritich. Oh, the man Gabby as well. Man Gabby. He watches from above. And jump in. Kiritich gets the BKB in time, but Yopaj, he can zip out of there. Smoke up. They know the BKB's down. They smell blood in the water here, OG. Man Gabby has blessed them, Jonathan.
And he has, one more.
Jump in again, Kiritich. He's the big dog. He's the one you really want. Oh, and he's down. Kiritich is gone. Miero, run. Miero's not safe. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Natsumi not going to find the Roar. And OG.
I mean,
would you look at that, Jonathan?
I mean, again, in the position you were in for BetBoom, all you had to do was wait for next Roshan. And they just couldn't. They worked the map. Yes, they're trying to be efficient, split it apart. But that's where OG can start to pick around, pick and choose these fights, look for these pickoffs. And they're in control now. 10-7 3K lead, tier 2 falls. Map control not fully equalized, let's be fair here. But just look at the beauty of that re-engage, disengage. They take that fight bot, instantly all the control in the world onto Kiritich. BKB doesn't really do much for him at the tail end of it. And you just don't have those saving options. They already blew the Golem way earlier on. They already blew Stampede as well.
Oh,
no
boy.
Bailout options. And boy, oh boy, BetBoom. They've been splitting apart too much. Their strength has been in this team fight. They've just given up on that for a while.
They just lost the courier with the gem on it too. So OG's got 2 gems now. And that's just a horrible feeling. You buy out a gem and immediately get sniped. Oh,
No.
that's not good. That is, I actually feel kind of bad. That's not good.
And this
I feel bad because it's happened to me, John. I do
Oh,
that
yeah.
all the time.
happens to the best, as you know, as you are, Mike the Phoenix. There you go.
I appreciate that, John. See, now, this is why we hired you, John. You understand me like nobody else does. Shout out to my wife. Top lane. Oh, Nico. He's going to be all right. They'll pop the Stampede to allow Karaomi a way out of there. He's fine.
But it feels so scary when you have to pop Stampede for your support now, because we've seen in a minute and a half, OG, they find stragglers.
Oh,
so
they
now
do.
you lose your escape mechanism. If Natsumi and Yopaj connect together again, or even just Force and Yopaj, like
You're in-
literally anyone plus Yopaj, they're just gone.
You're in deep water now. You are in deep water now. The seas are rough, Jonathan. Bet boom. I hope they've taken swimming lessons. OG, they're coming. They are coming. Yopaj is going to bait them in, force a fight, save. He's the one to get caught. GPK with the Rolling Thunder will go on to Nico. Nico's finding Natsumi. He's looking for a Raw. He finds Kiritic rather. They've got the Marcy, the Golem drop. They're going to save Kiritic. Is now Natsumi. Needs to get out of there. They'll lose Nico. Natsumi, surrounded, is going to go down. Bet boom. They'll return the favor. Not yet, they say.
No. And that's the big difference. This time they've got their entire unit together. They managed to get a good chaotic offering. They bait out that borrowed time earlier from Nico. It just melts afterwards once it fades away. And now you've got your opportunity for Roshan. Again, for Betboom, it just feels like this game should be simpler. All you have to do is stick as 5. And if someone gets jumped, you have a lot of ways of bailing them out. Chaotic offering, Stampede, Shadow Word healing.
Tims is trying to keep vision. Roshan is low. Yopaj, does he have a TP to try and steal? Doesn't seem like it. Roshan will go free to the Betboom. Second Roshan of the game for them. Now, I'll tell you what, it was looking very scary for Betboom after those previous engagements. But they do claw their way back now in an even game. Just a 1k advantage for them. Karaomi, or rather Kiritic, keep mixing it up. Kiritic, he's not going to get the rebound.
No.
My apologies. Sometimes, you know, my brain doesn't work, Jonathan. My apologies to Karaomi and Kiritic for constantly switching them.
Oh, you know, it's 2Ks can be confusing, right?
In fairness, nobody remembers my name. Tims. Gonna get caught. GPK. Nice little pick off. No follow-up. They'll just watch Tims die. Scam? What's the idea, Mr. Skemberloo?
Just poke, you know, send a message, make them back off, test the waters. Since GPK doesn't back off, they know, you know, it probably has backup surrounding. Yopaj is still fairly far forward here, though. And he does have a BKB at least, so he can afford to play a little bit riskier on the Storm. At the side of Betboom, I like seeing this change, right? Like, they're just moving as a unit. If they want to control an area of the map, they will move literally everyone across the map to get that done. Nico.
Oh, Nico. Save. Such a nuisance, but a nice blink away. Kiritic chasing him down. Stampede actually popped. He couldn't believe it for a second there, Kiritic. This is Stampede. Kind of wasted. They've still got the Aegis, so chances are OG won't try to force a fight with the Stampede down.
No.
Back to biding your time. Drag out the Aegis timer as now Karaomi. Free shard for the Warlock.
You know? Oh, he did eat his book now, by the way. Yeah, to get that level 15 talent. Get
Wow.
the upheaval up.
Massive impact with that talent, I'll tell you
Wow, right? What a facet.
Huge
Black
impact.
Grimoire.
Huge impact.
Oh,
Too much. That's probably how they won that last fight. What were you thinking about? He popped it. That was it. It was all over.
got the upheaval off.
I would have been terrified if I saw him using the mid-fight. Goodness. Scam?
Oh.
Betboom still chasing. Nice little arcane rune. Scam. Not going to get baited with it. Denied off by Scam. Sharpshooter is going to land though, and Kiritic is within range. Miero is too. And so Scam gets the arcane deny, but it is going to cost his own life.
Yeah, but you have to ask yourself now on Betboom. Yes, this is the ideal way to play to not get picked off.
Yes.
Are you giving out too much ground control to the side of OG? Because Yopaj is working onto his Ags on the Storm. You've got a refresh being queued up for Natsumi.
Did you say
afterwards.
Ags, John?
Yeah.
The blue hole.
The blue hole coming out soon for good old Yopaj because he has to carry this game himself, as it does end up being every now and again. The side of Vice we were talking about for Nico coming next as well.
They're going. No messing around here. Bet boom. Rolling Thunder is wasted. But they've still got a Roshan banner. They've still got an Aegis up on Kiritich. They want to go. They should at least be able to secure one lane of barracks. But there is a chance of a defense. TPs are incoming. And in fact, that's going to be enough. Bet boom, they'll take a T3. They don't want to risk it. They will respect OG. You know, if they try hard enough, they might find Natsumi. That'd be absolutely massive if they could. But Natsumi, just playing his drums in the tree line.
Ooh.
It's Nico.
And Nico pause.
It's your voice line so they can advertise it for you.
Hey, I sent yours
sicko.
as well, you know.
Only because I asked you to.
Hey.
It's the first time you didn't. And I was like, what do you mean
then
you didn't?
Then I did, you know. It's like, yeah, there you go.
51 to 49%,
Very
John.
even still, relatively. And again, the question still stands. Refresh for Natsumi, not too far off. He's just holding out for buyback as well. You've got Force again going into the side of Vice. The blue hole eventually coming out here in 700 gold. The stall tactics coming in. Look at Nico pulling back that creep wave as if we've seen a lot of dominator players do. Look at that. Beautiful, big, beautiful creep wave. Not able to really go up on the racks.
Don't say big beautiful, John. I get PTSD. My portfolio still hasn't recovered. Don't say those words together. Don't.
Never sell. Let them liquidate you, Mikey.
That's right.
Never sell.
As Warren Buffett would say. Scam. Gonna get caught out. We'll go down.
You know, I wanted to raise this up a while ago. As you know, we're just waiting for something to happen while Aegis is still running for 20 seconds.
Yes.
A pretty massive push is going to come in on mid though.
Well, you better hold
in
that thought,
creep
John. Hold that
Creep
thought.
Jeez.
Nico, Tomato, Kiritich, he's going to jump in. Couple punches towards the racks. You're only missing Scam, though. It's not exactly the biggest opening for Bet Boom, and of course, with the Aegis expiring, they don't see the opening. No risks necessary. It's too close of a game. One racks is not going to change the game right now.
No. Not at this point. So we're starting to go into that comfort zone for OG, back into that long game average stats.
Yes.
And I wanted to say,
Our comfort zone. Our comfort zone.
Yeah, our comfort zone too.
Yeah.
You know, good way to start. We had a pretty early first half. Here we are in the second half. Who knows? Who knows how it goes?
You're all very welcome.
Yes, you're getting value. You're getting value because how much more minutes are you getting per game? It's insane value.
We might be the most valued advertising casters ever. Like, there's no way these sponsors aren't like, these guys got a cast every game. They're 2 hours every game.
Yeah, you can
one
keep
expert, they've
everything.
shown like 2,000 odds now,
Yeah.
one expert.
We can keep getting records broken. Debts keep popping up, you know. Have that pop up.
Absolutely.
I wanted to say, you know, you said Gabby would be watching from above. I'm pretty sure he's literally watching.
From above.
And I'm wondering if we're muted.
No, Gabby doesn't mute us.
He actually doesn't?
Well, you know, there was that one time with Cuckoo, you know. I'm not. There was that one time, John.
True.
My favorite.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I still can't. I don't carry a gem. I don't know. It's interesting. It's different, you know. It's scary.
Wouldn't be the first time Cuckoo false promised, you know. He told me once he was going to win TI. That was funny, Cuckoo. Anyway, moving on.
There was an interesting stat show.
Oh, no, please don't get upset. I love Cuckoo. Please don't get upset.
Of course.
The Cuckoos get so upset with me.
Yeah, there was a very funny stat from the Cuckoos that came out.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the Cuckoos, but there was a good meme. You know, Cuckoo joins a T1, it disappears. The team literally floats out. Cuckoo joins Blacklist, eventually disappears.
That's why they call him the Filipino Reaper, John.
The talent's gone.
That's what they call him. The Reaper.
He's the Godfather. You mess with him, he's going to end you.
Trust me, it didn't start in Indonesia. The Reaper was here in the Philippines first. He was always there.
Oh, we love you, Cuckoo. I miss that, man.
Just don't let him choose Oracle.
Maybe someday we'll, yeah, you know, maybe we'll see the Cookies here someday. That would be cool.
That's very funny, John.
And then I could bring mangoes. We'd have free mangoes here.
Do you think Gabby would say hello to me for once? You know what? If Gabby is watching, Gabby,
Yeah.
explain to your viewers, the big fans of MLP Dota. You've seen me 2-3 times now. You say hello to John. I see you. No. He looks at me. I know he sees me. And he doesn't say a word. He walks off like a cool guy. Gabby, explain to your viewers, the big fans of MLP, the guy that basically started your career, Gabby. Explain to them why you still haven't paid me the respect of coming and shaking my hand.
You're too handsome for him, you know?
I know I'm handsome,
Yeah.
John.
Yeah.
But I like Gabby.
Yeah.
I like Gabby.
Yeah.
But I can't be the first one to say hello, John. I'm older than him. It's a respect thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You are old. You've outed yourself there,
shut up.
Mikey.
Shut up. GPK, they're going to find Skim.
In the grand scheme of things, is this over?
Jump. Oh,
now?
Natsumi.
What is this?
He got hit by the stun. Natsumi. He's in trouble. Jump in again. Miero, what timing? Oh, but the vortex. Yopaj. Can he save him? The workhorse, it's there. Keratic is still boxing from the horse, but Miero's gone. Natsumi's down. Keratic is down a bone. Yopaj saving the day again. Someone get my man a massage.
Lord.
His back must be sore. That's why they call him the idol. That's my idol.
That's all for idols. Still chasing a little bit onto save. Not going to be able to get that chase on, but boy, oh boy, that fight could not start any worse for OG. You know, if you just lose Skem, you're like, all right, Skem dies again. Who cares? He's a gyrocopter support at 41 minutes in. Not significant. And then Natsumi jumps in without preemptively popping his BKB. Gets the roar, forced to refresh, chain stunned again. All the saves start coming, and you see that potential team fight coming out there from BetBoom. Like, again, it starts, all right, Skem's dead, who cares?
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, maybe you reset, but no, Natsumi
What are you doing, Natsumi?
doesn't BKB, gets him whistled up, does
What are you
manage to get
doing?
control back, and then does manage to roar, but doesn't really affect anything. Then he gets held
what
up
a
and
stun.
Yopaj, the
No, no.
savior.
The idol.
Oh.
Yopson, as they call him these days. The two-time back-to-back.
That he is. And it still looked rough. I mean, the workhorse, you get that added attack range on melee, so you can reach out. Just not enough with how disruptive Yopaj is at that point, with how many saves are coming in. Tim's, again, it's clutching that out as well with a lot of disruptions coming out. And once more, OG drag this game back. Back their way, 2K lead, 17-11. I'm pretty sure that good old Seb and No-Tail are having a fun time with this one.
Absolutely. Shout out to Seb. Because he likes us, John. We met Seb. No-Tail, you've seen us many times outside. I apologize for not talking to you. So I'm starstruck. I apologize.
Yeah.
Next time, I promise.
For sure.
I mean, he's playing the game right now. No Tim is what we call him. Changes his name, of course, after winning TI twice. Yopson, Anatsumi. Anatsumi, Skeb.
Skeb. And there's no E in Janiko?
We'll figure it out, Nico.
Nikax?
We'll figure it out, Nico. Just give us a bit. The chat could probably help us with the Jerax.
Yeah,
I can't.
They'll figure it out. You guys know what you're doing. Just like OG knows.
Nerax doesn't sound nice. Nerax? No.
No.
No, that's not a good one. No.
Jiko?
Jika? No. No.
Jekko?
No. No. Oh, John, shut up. Shut up. It burns me too, because you made more money than me on the voice lines this year. And I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
I don't need the money.
Yeah.
But I just don't like losing, John. I just don't like losing.
The sad thing is you took my suggestion for the voice.
You sabotaged me. You literally told me what to do too.
That was like, it's like, hey, Mike, did you think of something? It's like, no. And I was like, just something you would say to your kid.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like,
thanks.
You know, hey, I couldn't think of anything too. It was my mom that came up with that.
Yeah, I was going to do something like, I'm proud of you, but then I remembered they were my kids.
You know what? I'm going to save all of our work, and someday, when your kids are old enough, I'm going to show them exactly what you say.
My kids understand. They have a father that's great. They need to impress their father. It's as simple as that. They have an easy life, John. I spoil the crap out. They've got like $1 million worth of toys in there. Oh. Trust me. Oh, Natsumi. The EKB is out, Natsumi, but he's going to get bashed by Keratic, the Abyssal Blade as well. Natsumi is down for the first life. Yopaj, he's here to save the day once again. They want Keratic. Keratic will refresh though. Trying to go for the man fight. Natsumi. He'll go for the roar out. Where's the workhorse? Not there yet, but there he is. Miero saving the day. Still Natsumi. He'll survive a little bit longer, but not for too much longer. Yopaj, meanwhile, trying to fight this one out. Miero, no, he's down. Keratic catches him out. They've bought back. They want to try and punish, but everyone's left the building. Everyone's left. Yopaj, it's not good enough. Keratic will even deny them with the whistle. How dare he? An OG losing a fight. Anatsumi
Yeah.
getting caught down at the bottom lane.
This is almost the same issue we saw with BetBoom when they were winning earlier on, right? Like, you end up just going out in the lanes, feeling ultra confident about yourself. And the backup wasn't really there for Natsumi. They were working the map. Yopaj had to TP in. Everyone had to TP in to try to bail out their Beastmaster. And a costly mistake to just be maybe a little bit more exposed than you'd want to be on your pause 1. That's the kind of position you'd look for in your supports. Soak up that creep wave, shove it back. You stick in the jungle. You stay in that safety net. And Natsumi gets a very painful reminder as to why he probably shouldn't be doing that once more. Evening out the game once more, a little bit of a roller coaster as BetBoom and maintain for themselves now a 5K lead.
What's the win probability?
Oh yeah, it's a roller coaster.
Where is it?
It's up and down.
Bring the graph up, please.
There we are. 59%.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, you know what, OG? Maybe lose another fight. Maybe
53.
Don't lose the fight. Don't lose the fight. Dota Plus has no idea what it's doing.
Yeah, look at that graph. A little bit of a roller coaster ride coming out there. And quite the roller coaster for Southeast Asian fans watching at, I don't know, 10 p.m. Very good way to get
PM?
the energy up. Yeah.
Oh,
around
it
that
is
time.
nighttime.
Yeah,
Good evening
Good
to the
evening.
Philippines.
very much so. Or as our old newscasters used to say, Magandang gabi, bayan.
What is that?
I don't know if that's copyrighted.
Hey, can you
Hopefully not.
speak Filipino
just-
properly, please? Like that's a horrible accent.
Ah, yeah. You know, when I heard RCY speaking Filipino, I thought, he just sounds like me. And I was like, this is how I sound? Oh,
it was
that's
pretty
rough.
bad, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
I'll
rough.
tell you. RCY. We might have to revoke the citizenship from RCY depending on his results.
Well, he is American now, so we can't revoke that.
Well, we can always take him back, John. We can always take him back. Depends on the results for RCY. It's up to you. Ball's in your court, mate. BetBoom. Here we go again. Big smoke up. They want the mid lane. Nico and Tims. They are around the area. Save. He's been very good with these initiations. They do look to retreat. Tims.
Ooh.
Oh, they saw him. They saw him. What an obs place. Save. I hate these guys. This guy's hoodwink so much. I hate it because I can never be as good.
No.
I could never be as good.
Oh, again, he's he's a little bit of a nerd in a very good way. No buyback for Tims. Had to buy back to try to bail out a while ago, of course, on Natsumi. And now the mid should fall.
Heritage. Gonna move in Nico. He's not gonna have it. In fact, Natsumi has jumped in as well, but Natsumi!
Oh,
He's down.
dead.
He has buyback. He's still got his BKB as well. He's got to commit it. Nico's in trouble though. Nico's down 5 versus 3. It's not the time, Nico. Someone disconnect Nico's keyboard. Heritage. Heritage stunned up there for a second, but they're not willing to jump. In fact, they will. Yopaj, Vortex in the back. But how does he do it himself? Surely he can't. And he won't, but he's out of mana. Heritage on top. They'll get the roll around. They'll try for Heritage, but the golden drop was there. Yopaj still trying to run, but
workhorse.
GPK, he's just protecting him up. OG, they're out of gas. They need to get back to the fountain, but GPK, he's not allowing it.
Oh,
He'll take down Yopaj. Scammy's got a boot. And that's all she wrote. GG's calls. Game 1 will go the way of BetBoom. And OG, that there was moments. There was a moment throughout the mid game where it looked like they were back in control.